All right, y'all. What's good? We back in the box. It's your boy Shane.
It's Demar.
Good deal.
Devin.
Demar.
All right, y'all. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. We talk about the NFL. We all NFL fans over here. So we're just gonna start off quick. We're gonna go ahead and get it out the way. We're gonna introduce our teams and record predictions. Anybody who know me know I'm a Lions fan. We start off the season hot last year. I think we lost 2 games, blew it to the bum ass Commanders. I think we going
talk about shit.
I think seriously though, we got a hard schedule this year. I see us finishing like probably, and we lost our coordinator. I see us finishing like 10-7, 11-6. Something slight. I think we still gonna make the playoffs though.
I'm a Commanders fan. Y'all see it. I think we finish 11-6. We got a tough schedule though, but I say 11-6.
Man, Panthers fan, had a 5-12 record last year. Real scary. Real scary when it comes to them boys. But Panthers, they can have a better season. I say they get at least 2 more dubs, at least 7 dubs. But we aiming for the 8 and 9. 8 and 9.
Hey, that's real though.
8 and 9. Hey, we coming for it. Bryce Young, remember Bryce. Watch that boy perform.
Coming for that in the hunt spot.
Well, that's tough. I'm a Seahawks fan. We got a pretty light schedule. We gonna lose to the 49ers once, and we're gonna lose to the Rams twice. I don't know the last time we beat the Rams. So that's already 3 games out of our season. So I see we 8 to 10 wins for sure. I ain't a believer in Sam Darnold. So we're gonna see how the season goes.
Wait, y'all got Sam Darnold? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan. I feel like the end of our season is a tough stretch a little bit. I think it's like the highest winning percentage from last year, other teams we face. I think we'll go 11, 10-7. 10-7. I got us going 10-7.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I think we're gonna go 11-6. Most likely.
For sure. And like low key, like I know a big issue with like, especially like Cowboys fans is like the top 10 quarterbacks. I've been hearing rumblings of like Dak Prescott still being around the top 10. I just heavily disagree. Think he overrated. A pretty
Is
boy.
Jared Goff in the top 10?
I mean, stamp. Dude been top 3 in yards like the last couple of years. Like if I had to
Shit, Jameis top 3 in yards. That nigga threw 30 touchdowns.
he threw 30 picks.
Wait,
J-Mo
He had the first 50-50 season in NFL history.
J-Mo in the he looking for a job right now as a starting quarterback. So, but
True.
all jokes. I mean, if I had to make a top 10 though, realistically, because people have been putting Hurts in there, but I don't know. But I know Mahomes. We know the top 3 would be Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen in that order. I would say 4 is probably Burrow. I'm gonna say, and then 5 is it between Herbert and Hurts. If you want to go off execution, you go Hurts. If you want to go off talent, you go Herbert. I'm gonna go Hurts. He just won a Super Bowl though. I see why people say it. Like, dude, kind of is cold. I'll go 6 Herb, 7 Jaden Daniels, 8 Goff, 9 Stroud, 10 Jordan Love.
I'm a disagree. I'm a slide with you all the way until 8. 8, I'm gonna go Dak. 9, I'm gonna go Stroud. 10, I'm gonna go Goff. No, 10, I'm gonna go Stafford.
let me.
Oh yeah, I didn't even say Stafford. Yeah, Stafford above what's his name?
And that's no order for me. I'm gonna go Stafford in that list though.
Stafford right above Daniel.
So you
Wait, so we not putting like Baker? You don't think Baker better than Stafford?
No.
Nah.
No.
I think Baker just
Baker a dog though.
I think
No,
I think,
no,
I think,
I don't know.
Baker just as good as Dak.
But he not better than Stafford.
If you saying
Dak is better than Baker.
Dak is better than Baker, dog.
Wait, but like what we talking about?
What you mean?
What you mean? What we talking about? You said it.
Quarterback play.
No, like no, I'm saying how was Dak better than Baker?
How was Baker better than Dak?
bro, Baker Mayfield just threw
Baker executes
4,500.
more. He more
He
clear.
executes more than Dak.
41 touchdowns.
Yeah.
How many years, J-Mon, how many years they been in the NFL?
Like 8.
Okay. So he
Who,
was
both
better
of them?
1 year.
Baker been in the league like 8.
Yeah, Baker been in the league like 8. Dak been in the league. What this Dak? 10th, 11th year, something like that?
Yeah.
Cause Tom
Right.
flying, bro.
On me to do it.
All
Because was just a young quarterback, nothing old. But only reason I say he better than him is because the Cowboys as a roster last year was just like folks just kept getting hurt. Like we was just a bad team in general. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like these folks been in the league one season. And with that being said, if you want to go look back in the near past, he was putting up MVP numbers, which Baker did do really good last year, put up MVP stats. Because just had a year where he finished second in the top 3 in the MVP voting. So like that's the only reason I say he's not better than him. But he was better than him last year. He had a better year than him by far. But if I had to get my list, I'm saying Lamar. I mean, no order. Mahomes.
Put it in
Lamar.
order.
No. Order.
Put it in order.
He ain't even do no order, but I got you. Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Burrow, Hurts.
That hurt to say.
No, I'm just thinking. I really am. Stafford. Herbert. Nah. It's a toss-up between Herbert and Stroud. I put Herbert, Stroud, and then Goff and Dak.
You think Dak better than Jane Daniels?
Did I not have him on the list?
What does
I heard
Dak
him.
do
I
better than
heard
Jane Daniels? What does Dak do better than Jane Daniels? Because Jane Daniels did everything Dak has done in 1 year. And more.
Who the hell did I leave off? No, who did I leave off?
Jaden Daniels.
Love.
Dylan, stop, bro.
Man, he shut the background cut.
You ain't say love either.
I don't think he'd talk to
Love's not top 10 in my opinion.
Jordan Love ain't better than that.
Nah.
Nah, he's not better than that.
I don't think he.
JD better than Dak, though.
Okay. If we
He
want
can
to
have that 10 spot. He can have it. Well, he got the 9 spot then. Because if he better than Dak, he better than Goff too.
Yeah, he is. I put him at 8. He 8 on my list.
Because they neck and neck to me.
I
I
got
don't think he better than Stroud.
Mahomes, Lamar, Josh, Burrow, Hurts, Herbert, Stafford, Daniels, Dak, then Goff.
Who'd you leave off?
Jordan Love and CJ Stroud.
You gotta see that.
I leave off the DJ Stroud. Not to interject, I think Stroud he had a sophomore slump, but like he'll
He did.
bounce back.
But
Yeah,
he got to show me something.
He didn't really have the right
He didn't
to
really have a slump.
No, he did. He
His
did.
top
he did.
3 receivers got hurt.
He still had a slump.
But Jamo, they did end up. There was a point in time where some of them was back.
Like he just didn't play as good. Like he was throwing more picks and everything.
But that's
like,
why I be slow to put.
Well, so he had the best season.
Putting Jaden Daniels top 10 is all recency bias.
Yeah,
However,
that's why I was kind of. I forgot his name at first, but I was hesitant. But Type and Jamo, y'all go.
Oh yeah.
Then we can talk about.
Yeah, my top 10. I got Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, Joe Burrow. I say Justin Herbert, then Jalen Hurts, then I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna go with Stroud. Then I'm gonna go with Stafford, then Daniels.
You got one more.
Oh, one more?
Yeah.
That gets 10. I can't say Jared Goff. I know what you think you're saying. Like,
Yeah, I'm changing my list too.
I can't say
I'm going to my 11. Y'all going to my 11.
You said Goff going to 11.
So you moving everybody else up a spot and moving.
It's not everybody else up a spot. Golf just slipping with Dak. Golf was my 10.
Oh, you got Dak at 10 now?
Okay, you got Dak at 10.
Better than both of them.
Okay.
I got Lamar at 1.
Sanders starstruck.
You got Lamar at 1?
I got Lamar at 1.
Okay.
I got Mahomes at 2. Josh Allen. And I got Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. And then I go Herbo. I ain't gonna go Stroud. I'll put Jaden Daniels, cause that he showed something.
Dude, cold.
I'm about to say he was nice.
Nigga beyond cold. He
made like he was top, like a top receiver in the league. So I'm like, all right. So he got something, and he got Austin Eckler as his starting running back. So he was doing
special.
He was doing something.
Who your 7?
Who was that? That's 7.
No,
I got Daniels at my 7.
Yeah.
I'll probably go CJ.
Okay.
And then probably Dak and then Stafford. No, Stafford then Dak.
So how y'all want to do this? Y'all want to go by everybody just talk about why they chose who, since we didn't really do that, and then people rebuttal after they say why?
I mean, we could really just go through that 5 through 10 spot because the 1 through 4 are anonymous, like unanimous. Everybody got the same.
Okay, well, everybody.
Yeah, my one was different.
Everybody, yeah, J-Mo.
Let's start with J-Mo first.
Well, J-Mo, explain why Lamar.
Why you think Lamar the best quarterback in the league?
I'm hearing it, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm hearing it too. I don't agree.
Seeing what he's been doing, and like Zay Flowers is his number one. Zay Flowers is his number 1 receiver.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, the way his like his running ability and he can throw.
Okay,
he's been throwing to Zay Flowers. I'm like, as his one. I'm like, bro, you gotta. He's been battling with Josh Allen and Mahomes these past like 3-4 years. I'm like, bro, you just gotta give it to him at this point. I feel like he's the best quarterback skill wise, not throwing wise. His throwing has improved like a lot, but skill wise, I still think he's the best quarterback.
So I got a question.
Yo,
so not saying that I think this what I'm going to say is true. I'm just asking you if he's number 1. Why isn't Allen possibly at your 2 after the last season that we just saw?
Because Mahomes ain't really.
He's still. I think
because he just won MVP.
I think Mahomes is still better than him.
Okay,
he just played too reckless for me. I don't like.
I'm talking about like after this year. If you if you have to rank them 3 out of this year, where are you putting because of what you used to back up Lamar with him?
It's based off this year.
Yeah. Mahomes 3 after 3.
Mahomes is 2. He beat both of them in the playoffs.
But why? But so Why is he 2 and not 1?
I still think Lamar's the best. Like, he's the highest skilled quarterback. Like, Lamar lost it. Like, Mahomes beat him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Lamar lost the game because Zay Flowers fumbled at the 1. We can't forget that.
Also didn't play good.
The past 2 matchups, bro, Lamar has lost off of an inch of foot. I mean, an inch because his toe was out of bounds.
Oh, you talking about regular season?
Yeah, the regular season and just Zay Flowers just fumbling the bag right there.
But he also didn't play that good.
And then Mark Andrews sold the game terribly. They could have won to overtime at least.
What about the AFC Championship last year? Did you like Lamar's
right?
I ain't gonna. Oh shit. He didn't have a great performance, but he still did what he had to do to put his team in position. But hold on.
Anyway, I was gonna say for me, if it was to rank the top 3, it would just be personal preference for me. I just think Patrick Mahomes the best in the league, but I would put Josh Allen.
I think all three.
Just
I
personal
think all
preference.
3 of them are interchangeable, depending on what you like to watch and what you call efficient football or quarterback play. Because skill wise, I think Mahomes is in a league of his own.
Facts.
I think like explosiveness, Lamar is in a league of his own, and just shit going out there and balling, nigga. Josh Allen, he do his thing, bro. They all MVP candidates. They all could win a Super Bowl any given year. I feel like.
So Josh Allen, the only one that's not in the league of his own.
Josh Allen and Lamar kind of.
It's only because he don't got a better arm talent than Mahomes, and he don't got the legs Lamar got. So he like got a little bit of both. So it's just like I can't really give him the edge.
I ain't disagree with you. I was just curious.
I can't really give him the edge. He always gonna be 3 on my list though, but that's
so how he in the same category Mahomes arm was.
I feel like Mahomes not only can he make plays,
that's what I'm asking.
Not only can he make plays outside and inside the pocket, it's the arm angles, it's the accuracy.
I'll give you the ankle.
No,
you sure that's all you have to say.
It's the consistency too.
No, all you have to say was angles. I was just curious. Because he said no, and I think they arm talent's the same. I was just trying to see what you was talking about. What were you getting at? I thought it was the angles. I just wanted to hear you say it.
I think they arm strength the same, but I do think Mahomes like I think everybody kind of seen the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers where he was like dying and kind of throwing the ball sideways and still getting it there. Like Josh Allen not doing that. But I think Josh Allen can throw the ball. Like if you just tell him throw the ball as far as possible, he probably throw it farther than Mahomes.
I just think Mahomes makes plays at the quarterback position that only Mahomes can make.
Right.
No one else can make those plays. But also Lamar Jackson makes plays that only Lamar Jackson can make.
That's true.
Josh Allen doesn't really have a play where I'm like,
I disagree.
I disagree.
I see Josh Allen run like
Cam do a lot of shit he do.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't see niggas like Josh Allen before. We like Lamar, like we didn't see Mike Vick, we didn't see these runners, bro. Niggas ain't running like him. I just don't think they are the elusiveness. He got the speed. He got Burgerway. He got running back Burgerway speed, but like his stick is crazy.
People love to talk about Lamar as a runner, but no one really talk about him as a passer. And I understand why. Like we all know why. But I like literally Lamar. Like people forget Lamar had his best season last year. Like statistically. And the only reason why he didn't win MVP is because of voter fatigue and all that. But it's like Lamar literally is like the best version of himself right now. Yeah. And people like taking that for granted. But J-Mo, that's what I see. You putting him at number 1. I'm not gonna rate him.
I ain't had no problem with it.
I
don't have problem at all with it.
But my homie is like
he's my one.
He a different kind of.
He is.
Mo, what about your 5 through 10? Like break that down. Since everybody got around the same top 4, you explain the one. What about your 5 through 10?
I've been high on Jalen Hurts. Like I really like his game. Like seeing what he was doing last year in the playoffs, I was like, all right, I feel like he is a top 5 quarterback. Like he started out really slow this year.
What's likable about handing off the ball 26 times a game?
You talking about?
I'm not even gonna say that. I was gonna ask, what did he do to impress you in the playoffs?
Last year when he scored 6. He had 3 touchdowns. He had 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, and like against the Chiefs.
No, I ain't even talking about the Super Bowl. So it was just Super Bowl.
That's what I was talking about.
You just talking about just the Super Bowl?
He is a good Super Bowl performer.
Like I'm like Hurts been performing. Hurts showed you he's going to perform.
I just asked, was you talking about just the Super Bowl? You said the playoffs. I was trying to see.
Yeah, I was talking about the Super Bowl specifically.
I was like, I don't remember him doing Jack Squad versus Green Bay, but maybe I was tripping.
He
showed that he can perform.
He was there.
He wasn't. It was Saquon.
Okay. For sure.
It was a lot of Saquon work going on.
Well, that's what I thought. I just had to make sure.
That's what he was.
Yeah,
he was in that
he be hopping in that backpack,
and that's why I got Herbert. That's why I got Herbert over Hurts.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
If somebody put Stafford over Hurts, you ain't hearing
me personally. Out of the top 10 quarterbacks, I think Jalen Hurts is the least talented one on the list.
Yeah.
Least most talented
by far.
In terms of playing the quarterback position.
Oh well, and he's still top 5. He just know what to do.
Well, yeah, he got the best. He got a great receiving core, bro. I mean, and a great team and a great offensive line and the best running back in the league. Like he's really put in a position to where if he wouldn't be top 5, there's questions that need to be asked on something. Like that's kind of the case that he's in.
He Brock Purdy is.
He's not top 5 to me.
Yeah.
He French, but he just won a Super Bowl, so I gotta respect my man.
Yeah, he top 5.
Real.
But what about the rest of your top 10, Mo?
6. I just think Herbert is better than all of them that I named after him. Like just a better quarterback than all of them.
Okay. And then
I had Stroud. Stroud still is like he can he showed he can hoop. Like his first year, I was like, you feel me? I was like, it's all right. But like his second year, he had a slump.
His second year though.
You said what?
They got some film on him his second year. So
yeah, I'm about to say he had a slump.
Nothing to do is good, especially like if in the football season.
Yeah, he still is like nice. And then who I had at 7? I mean, I had Jaden Daniels at 8. It's recency bias, of course, but he's still nice. Like he's like a baby Lamar. Like he can run, he can throw, he can really do.
I don't even think he like Lamar. I feel like he's just a playmaker.
He's
well, like we wouldn't call Lamar a playmaker.
No, like of a passer than Lamar was when his rookie year.
I agree.
Like, I'm not comparing them. I'm like,
there's an asterisk by that statement. And once you play 5 years of college football, I hope you're better passing than somebody that started for 2.
But, I mean, they both.
That's a true statement.
Regardless to however many years he played,
that matters a lot.
Nigga, it does matter. Experience is everything. That's how you get better at the position. But I still feel like people try to compare the two when their games aren't similar at all.
They are similar in ways. They're both dynamic. They're both dynamic.
They both got some.
I'm about to say they both are too explosive.
J-Mo, I would say that. Like,
I think it's a different kind of running though. Like
it is.
Jaden Daniels doesn't run to like run the ball. He runs to pass. Lamar, when he first got in the league, he would run to run. When Jaden Daniels first got in and he was getting adjusted to the offense, that's when we was continuously giving him the ball. He run the ball 11 times to 17 times a game. But as the season got over and he got more comfortable in the offense, he realized that he stopped running less and his passing yards went up and up and up.
You compare him to rookie Lamar Jackson that came in midway through the season? You compare him to rookie Lamar?
No, I'm comparing him to Lamar's first year as a starter. Not like that first half of his first year as a rookie, and then that first year after that.
So his first year started. It's sophomore.
Yeah. But I think Lamar is better than him, and I think like JD has a lot to do until he reaches that conversation into that top 5. I don't really want, like, I don't like when niggas be saying he top 5. Like, I that's overrating him, and I'm a fan. But me personally, I think he is in that bottom 10, only because I agree with the recency bias part, but I also do understand that nigga's a fucking dog, bro.
And the offense, I think you kind of selling them a little short. I don't
feel I'm not. I don't think I am. I
don't think it's a lot he got to do. I just think he just got to be.
I'm just saying, I'm not for to say a nigga better than some niggas who won Super Bowls. I'm not doing that.
Daniels play the way he played last year. Let's say you have a slump and come back and play the same way he did last year. He just consistently do that. Dude gonna be top 5.
Yeah, that's why it's not a really an argument now, because we haven't really seen too much of Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
you can't really say he's top 5 in the league when he only been there for 1 year, of course.
Yeah, you can't say that.
That's what I'm saying. It's very recency, bro.
But I think like our staff and coaches set up our team this offseason around him so he doesn't have a sophomore slump. Even though it's the inevitable, and that's what they say, it's the inevitable. But if this nigga did beat the odds, I wouldn't be surprised. It's JD. But at the same time, if he does have a slump, he has a slump, bro. It happens.
Hey, one dude I'm gonna say to watch out for next year. Oh, it did. Oh, I ain't even gonna get to that. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, you gotta go with your 9 through 10. So we can
9. I got Dak. Dak always performed. Well, I ain't gonna say he always performed.
Yeah, that's a bad take.
I was like, that's a horrible start.
I'm about to say, Dak
that is a horrible start.
Yeah, Dak is gonna hoop in the regular season.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Regular
season. So J-Mo, I got a question.
Yo,
so would you say, you said Dak, you think Dak a bad playoff performer?
No, I didn't say that.
What would you call him?
He plays down.
No, hold on, Dylan. I'm asking J-Mo
he's supposed to perform.
You said what? Oh, we can talk to Dylan.
It's the same. It's look, Dak.
Is you gonna say the same as who?
James Harden.
Oh no.
So, yeah, that's a fact.
So what is Lamar Jackson?
He going.
Wait, hold on. What is Lamar Jackson? He James Harden too. Because wherever Dak got, Lamar needs to be right by him. Them niggas riding co-partner.
Huh?
Playoff wise, they riding co-partners. They side by side. They butt buddies.
I can't really
that's true. Nah, that's true. That's facts.
They got the same record. They got the same record, but
when it comes to the playoffs, they play the exact same.
But look at Lamar losses.
They got two different Lamar losses.
No.
Lamar was a player.
Hold on, I'm gonna talk to Dylan real quick. Let me holler at Dylan. He said, "Look at Lamar losses." Bam. You want to go that? We can look at Dak losses too. What Lamar loss you want to bring up? So I can bring one up too for Dak. Come on. Give me one.
Talk about that most.
Give me one. I bet no, J-Mo. This Dylan argument. I'm finna cook him. I'm finna cook.
Any loss that he lost to the Chiefs, he probably was playing on the road.
He only lost to the Chiefs. Was it once?
Who has Lamar lost to in the playoffs?
Not nobody good. The Titans.
The Chiefs, the Titans, and the Bills.
The Chiefs, the Titans, and the Bills.
Okay, so the Chiefs.
Okay, the Chiefs.
The Chiefs and the Bills. That's good.
San Francisco. Okay, so give me another one.
But that's
no. Give me another one.
Those are easier to beat than them teams.
We lost to the Rams 2019. They went on to win the Super Bowl.
San Fran twice.
The Rams shouldn't have made the Super Bowl. They got hoed.
When they made the Super Bowl, they lost to the Patriots. They
kind of
cheated. They go to the Super Bowl.
They cheated. We all saw it.
The Chiefs team that Lamar lost to last year?
Like any year.
Yes. The one that Lamar lost to last year.
Lamar should have beat them.
The one that he lost to last year, yes.
Lamar is another player who plays down in the playoffs.
All I said was I didn't disagree with either one of you. I didn't say Dak don't play down. It's just a narrative that be being pushed that don't get used for the same person. I'm just saying if you're gonna say one play down, you need to say the other one play down because they play in the same category. They got the same amount of playoff wins, bro.
I think that's why Dak under Mahomes for me.
Huh?
That's why.
Dak under
That's why Lamar under Mahomes for me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
bro.
I'm just saying when he said perform, I wouldn't have said nothing until he said perform, and then Dylan was like, change it, which I agree with, change it. But if we gonna change it, we gotta stay consistent.
Yeah.
Because whatever conversation Dak is in when it comes to the playoff, Lamar needs to be put right next beside him.
I do think Lamar gonna end up winning more. I mean, this is just
they both like
Lamar winning more than Mahomes.
In all realism,
I see Lamar winning more playoff games. I don't see Dak winning more, but like
I see him winning more playoff games. But I also think he has a better team than him as of right now. I'm just talking about right now. Like as of right now,
I think the Ravens a better team with Lamar just because he Lamar. And I'm not saying Dak holding the Cowboys.
Their roster is built to support their scheme of ground and pound football, and for that scheme, for what they team has, like itself and how they play, their roster is better. Now, if you talking about doing that swap of positions and like putting one person here and one person
there, that's fair.
That's what I'm saying. Then stuff wouldn't look right. Then I would have to agree with their statement. But for what they want to do when they go out there on any given Sunday, Thursday, or Monday, they team is perfectly suited to do that.
Facts.
It's just they stick in that stubborn way.
The Ravens built around Lamar kind of to a fault
to an extent.
But it's not. I feel like I do think Dak underperforming. Like the last game we saw him play against the Packers, like it ain't never all on the quarterback. I ain't never blaming it at all on the quarterback.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that game on him.
But dude didn't look good. Like he looked like I was looking at Dak like dang, like
Lamar didn't look good versus Buffalo either.
Bro, his second half he looked great.
Yeah, second half he looked great, but it's also two halves to a football game.
It is. I feel
he stepped up when he needed to.
Okay, but he shouldn't have to step up if he didn't have all them turnovers, did he?
Am I wrong? All them turnovers. How many he had? 2?
Didn't he have 2? That's a lot of turnovers for one half.
Bro,
didn't he have a fumble and a pick? Or am I tripping?
He had a strip sack and a pick.
A strip sack and a pick. That's 2 turnovers. That's a lot for a first
half. Didn't Dak have like 3?
I ain't gonna blame a QB for half.
When versus the Packers?
Yes.
Dak had a pick, a tip pick. Now I can't blame you for a tip pick. I'm not gonna blame you for a tip pick, because that ain't really got nothing to do with your ball. Hit a wide receiver, you ain't supposed to catch the ball. But the other 2, I think he did have either he had 2 turnovers or 3 turnovers. But he also did not play bad. He played bad that first half of football.
But
they were just out of the game because the Cowboys defense ain't bailed them out like Lamar's defense was getting stopped.
A water run through a tin can.
Like that game was not all.
But Dak also wasn't like
football.
Dak was making some terrible passes. Like Dak, like his defense wasn't
Dak didn't make no real bad throws that game, except for like
the
2
or
3.
The pick to Jair,
and that was a tip pick down there.
Yeah, and then
he threw another.
I can't remember who the other one was too.
He had 2 turnovers, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I do Lamar playoff underperformer, but I do feel like Dak is kind of overrated or not that good, at least to me anymore. And that's more off of injuries. I feel like he was better.
That's a fair statement.
He was better when he was younger, but now he don't really look like the same to me, no matter what he do.
I won't say that he was better. He's better now than when he was younger. He doesn't bring the same dynamic to the game.
Yeah, he doesn't run the ball anymore.
To play defense against, but he's not better than what he was. Dak, when he was younger, would have never finished top 2 in the MVP voting.
Yeah, I feel like MVP voting, like that's great, and it shows that you're playing good. But Dak always put up stats. To me, Dak don't impress me with stats. It's more so his execution.
But he didn't really put up no crazy stats. He was just putting up quarterback stats.
No, I know. I'm saying more toward after he kind of got hurt the first time, dude started getting in the pocket and really dicing in the regular season. Then when it get time to the playoffs and he run into a good team like you gonna run into in the playoffs, it just ain't. He don't look the same to me. He just don't.
What does that have to do with him being better as a player just because of the playoffs? You say he was a better performer or a player in general? Because you said player in general.
Like he was more dynamic and he was harder to defend when he was younger than me.
But that don't mean he's a better player.
No, yeah, I'm saying, but like
he's
still like worse now. He don't look as good now as he did when
you realize you're contradicting yourself and you're not making no sense.
No, I'm saying I never really switched. I'm saying like him now. even if he's like more talented or skilled, it seemed like he still performed better when he was younger. He just did.
So he was more dynamic, but now he's a better player.
I don't know how he's a better player and he's performing worse.
So you saying that pre-ankle injury was a better player than Dak's best year last year?
His best year was last year?
The year before this year, but not this year, 2 years ago. My bad.
Who'd they lose to in the playoffs? The 49ers?
We lost to Green Bay. Green
Bay.
So we judging the whole season off one playoff game.
No, because that ain't fair.
I'm asking you.
It's just every time I look up, it just seemed like that. Whenever Dak loses, just it's not.
I'm gonna ask you again: is Dak 2 years ago the best season of his career? And a lot of
regular season of his career.
Fine, best regular season.
It's more because Tom Brady best season is Tom Brady's best season.
So you telling me Dak's best season in his career? He was better his first 3 years in the NFL than last year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if you look at
2025, you talk about 2024, 2025.
No, I'm talking about 2024 when he was second MVP. Jam. He's saying that Dak was worse than the Dak from the first 3-4 years.
Here's how I see it. It's like
I shook my head too. I don't know
what would y'all consider Tom Brady's best year? The year he went perfect and lost to the Giants, right? In the Super Bowl. That was his best statistical year.
Yeah, that's his best season at quarterback.
Right. But I think Tom Brady he wouldn't count that as his best season. He would probably say a year
he's talking about winning because that's what they line up to do all the time.
Correct.
But that's for himself. If I'm asking myself what's the best Tom Brady year, it's the one where he was flawless. Except for one game.
What was Peyton Manning's best year? The year where he had the greatest
when he broke the touchdown record
with the Broncos, right?
Yes.
Right. But Peyton Manning is going to say his best years when he won a ring.
Because that's his self. That's not him analyzing his game from an outside view. We're not talking about when they won Super Bowls.
I guarantee Drew Brees' best year, not when he won the Super Bowl.
Shane, it's not.
Statistically. But he won the Super Bowl 1 year, so that's going to be his best year.
So I got a question. When you have your best statistical season and you still have a winning record, you win your division. How is that not your best year?
Because I believe that as a quarterback, you play to win the Super Bowl. And if you don't win the Super Bowl, you ain't going to consider that your best year if you won a Super Bowl.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about his fans. You're not a quarterback. Okay. I'm talking about his fans. As fans, when you analyze a game and break it down in any sport, talking about an individual season,
right?
How is an individual season where your stats clear all the others not better than another season?
Because you won a championship. That's the most important thing. Okay,
let's just say for shits and giggles. Let's just say for shits and giggles, it's because you won a championship. When did Dak ever win a championship?
I'm saying he's not going to. Championships is the most important thing for a quarterback. If you don't have any champions, the only quarterback with no championship.
How many people on a given football field at any moment?
11.
No. That's only on one side of the ball. What about the other
20,
side?
20, 22.
Okay, so
there's a reason Dan Marino isn't top 3.
0.45. So Dak was equated for 0.45% of the people on the field, right?
Yeah.
And he had the best season of his career, statistically. Let's just talk about offense. It was 10 other motherfuckers out on the field. But because he didn't beat Green Bay, that wasn't the best year of his career?
Yes. People are going to look at that.
I said okay.
People are going to look at that season as disappointing.
So because the season was disappointing, it wasn't his best year?
Correct.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like the same with Drew Brees.
Wait, so is James Harden MVP year not his best year because
he ain't got no ring?
You equating it to the NBA. I'm talking about for the NFL.
Wait, you're an MVP. You supposed to win. MVP is equivalent to quarterback. You said no.
Different leagues, G.
If you have an MVP, that don't mean
you said what, Tyson?
That's 2 different leagues, G.
Oh, my bad. You're right. Tyson, you're right. Wait, hold on, Shane. I got a question. Shane. I got a question, Shane. So Is Lamar year this year the best statistical season of his career? That wasn't better than the year before because he didn't make it to the AFC Championship game.
He ain't won a ring yet.
I said that about that.
I know. I'm saying he ain't won a ring. We don't know what his best year.
I'm talking about so far, nigga. I'm not talking about his career. I said
he had his best. This the best Lamar's look. Yeah.
Okay, so this the best Lamar has looked, but he didn't go as far in the playoffs as he has before. But this was Lamar's best season. So why does the same thing don't hold true for that?
He has gotten farther, but he still hasn't won anything.
No, we're not. I'm not comparing the two.
He also didn't win MVP.
I'm talking about within his body of work. He finished highest in his. I'm not comparing him to Lamar. He finished highest in his body of work that he's ever finished in MVP. So I'm just asking you, why does the same thing not stand true? Dak has never finished higher than top 2 in MVP. So this by far, in terms of MVP voting, is his best year. And you brought up Lamar won MVP, but Dak didn't. That has nothing to do with it. I'm just talking about. We can just talk about the award itself. How does he fit? Lamar's won an MVP before. Was the MVP?
No,
year,
last year was his best year.
The 41-4 year that he just played in the NFL. Was that better than the year he played in the AFC Championship versus the Chiefs?
That was better. And the only reason why Lamar's is better is not because of that's his best statistical season. To me, that's the best Lamar has looked. What year did Dak look the best in his career?
Last year.
2 years ago. 2 years ago. When was it? Go look. You can go look, if you want to go look at your phone. You can.
Hey, Shane, I got a question. You know the season Aaron Rodgers had 51-2, or how many? Will he say that's his best season?
I don't know. He probably gonna say the season where he got a ring.
I'm not talking about no. Don't ask about Aaron Rodgers. Ask Shane. Is the 51-2 season? Is the 51-2 season Aaron Rodgers' best year or the year?
That's his best regular. That is his best regular season year. Yes, that is not his best year as a quarterback.
Nah, don't add the regular. You can't add.
That is
where he good.
For a quarterback.
Now he added extra stuff because he was saying that regular season stuff.
That's not extra. I'm saying
he said his best year. Now it's regular season, J-Mo. It's a narrative they got to fit.
Quarterbacks care about the regular season, but the NFL season is more than just a regular season.
You good, Shane? J-Mo,
if you in the postseason, that matters more than the regular season. So if you underperform in the postseason, it's going to affect, you're not going to get the same credit.
So I'm going to ask you again. Was the 51-2 Aaron Rodgers' best season, yes or no?
Statistically, yes.
No, I didn't ask that. I said yes or no.
No. It's when he won a ring. It's when he won a Super Bowl. That's what he want to do. He going out to win a Super Bowl.
Shane, I see what Shane's saying.
I see what he's saying, too. I'm just saying he's wrong.
What you're saying.
He's wrong.
If you want to just put up empty stats and get to a good team, fine.
It is wrong though, because we can't say that that's not his best season just because he didn't come out on top. That's just like everybody else.
That's what he planned to do. How is that not?
That's what everybody's planning to do though. You got to think. So we saying the people that didn't win the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals, they didn't really have a successful season because they didn't, win.
The NBA and NFL is different. NBA isn't. You aren't great based off of. Well, you are great based off of how much you win in the NBA. But it's way more heavy in the NFL, especially with quarterbacks. The only quarterback to not win a ring and be top 5 is Dan Marino for a reason.
You need like yourself.
You need hardware. It's a reason Joe Montana over Dan Marino. It's a reason Drew
Brees. Not making no sense, Dylan. How does that asking the same question for 3 different quarterbacks, and he changed his answer. He said regular season. He said regular season it was, but for Dak it had to do with the whole year. But for Aaron Rodgers, it was just the regular season. Lamar, he said the same thing about Lamar. Lamar looked the best when he went 41-4. I said, so what was Dak's best looking season? Oh, I don't know.
Because we don't know. He ain't won nothing.
Has Lamar won anything?
He's won MVPs.
I'm not talking about accolades. I'm talking about championships.
If we ain't talking about accolades, what are we talking about?
They've won the same amount of accolades, gang.
No, they haven't. No, they have not. No, they have not. No, they haven't. No,
they've won the same amount of championships, gang.
Not accolades.
But you've been talking about
Dak has no first team all pros.
You've been talking
he
about
has no MVPs.
Wait, Dak never been all pro.
No, why would he be all pro? Why would Dak be all pro?
You've been talking about championships though.
Accolades is championships.
Have you not?
It's pretty damn hard to be all pro, dog. Don't do that, please.
I'm saying, why would Dak ever be top 2 in the league?
Austin Eckler all pro though.
Oh, kick
Real
it, phone
shit.
time, bro. Hush. So is a
Real
Devontae
shit.
type.
We're not talking about us.
Real shit.
I'm talking about all pros, MVPs, Super Bowls. They can't compare.
So MVPs don't. Did Tom Brady not win the MVP the year he had the undefeated season?
He did, but he didn't win a championship. There's years where he won an MVP and a championship and Super Bowl MVP in the same year. He gonna call those his best years.
I'm not
100%.
asking about him. I'm talking about his fans analyzing the game as football from an outer body of work.
So wait, so you would say Peyton Manning prime, like his prime, was 2013.
Peyton Manning's best year at did I say that was his prime?
Nobody's
His best
year
was
I'm the best year.
Did you hear me say that?
okay.
Did I say that?
No. Tyson cleared it up.
What'd he say?
He said prime and best year different. I was just making sure.
Of course it's different.
Why was there any confusion?
Because a lot of people would say Peyton Manning best year is 2013 because he put up crazy numbers. However,
the best year statistically playing as a quarterback.
didn't he lose the Super Bowl that year?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he won the next year, and he won it when he played really bad, but he still won.
So was that year better than his MVP year?
I would say his year on the Colts when he won would be better.
No,
than
I'm
that.
asking you a question about his tenure on the Broncos.
I don't think the year where he won the Super Bowl would be better than that.
And why
on the Broncos because
why is that?
He played so bad. He played bad,
But he won a Super Bowl because that's what you do to play.
but he played really bad to the
I'm
point.
asking you though, how is a Super Bowl better than the MVP accolade that you said pretty much don't matter if you don't win a ring?
How is a Super Bowl better than an MVP if you don't win a ring?
I'm asking, was the year he won the Super Bowl better than the year he won the MVP? Because he didn't do both in the same year because he used that scapegoat for Tom Brady. So I'm asking about Peyton Manning himself.
I would say no, but I would say the year where he won the ring on the Colts, that was a better year for him. The dude won the championship. That's what he played to do.
I'm not
But
talking
you said
about
what?
You said what's
a question, bro?
Go ahead.
Do they need to have an MVP to be like in consideration of this topic?
I don't know who
in the top
I'm
10?
about to say, cause like for people like Russell Wilson, like is his best year the year he won the Super Bowl?
I would say no because he was not the best player on his team.
Shane, well, you lost me, bro.
Shane, you're not making no
contradicting
sense.
yourself, gang.
I'm like you unintelligent.
I'm saying y'all got to understand it's a case by case thing. Every quarterback best year gonna be different based off of various things.
Wait, so Dak was the best player on his team?
Never.
What did you mean? You just said the thing about Russ.
What you mean?
You said, bro, did you not just hear what you just said? Bro, you got Tyson rubbing his face, bro. He flustered, bro.
I'm lost.
Because you're not saying you just said no because Russ wasn't the best player on his team.
Top one of the mugs on stream.
So I'm saying, wait, what did you mean by saying he wasn't the best player on his team?
That ain't gonna count for Russ as much as it is the defense.
So Dak wasn't the best player on his team. So does Dak not winning the playoff game not count as much on his defense?
So you saying Russ?
Hold on, it lagged. But I would say I do agree with that. I see what you're saying. It would account more on his defense, but it still account on him because he wasn't playing good either.
Did I say it didn't count on him? I just said equal.
I always said, I said it's never all on the quarterback for why they lose. But
so it's never all on the quarterback for why they lose, but if they win, it's dang near solely on them.
No.
So why are you making it seem like that?
I'm saying if you are the best player on your team, like Tom Brady when he won on the Patriots any year, or Peyton Manning on the Colts, Drew Brees on the Saints, those rings are their best years, no matter what. It don't matter if they throw 10,000 yards, 1,000 yards, whatever. If you the best player on your team, you win a ring. That's your best season because you beat Brady or
Is that
Manning.
your most successful season or your best season?
Success equals best.
How so?
Oh,
If you're the best and you win, that is your most successful season. Easily.
so, bro.
Wait, did
You
you
beat
say
the
that?
best teams.
Wait, how so?
You beat the best teams.
So
then you have to say Russell Wilson's best year is the year he won the Super Bowl. You just said it wasn't.
I'm saying I just said he was not the reason. His defense was. He was more of a game manager. Marshawn Lynch was a bigger reason for them winning than Russell Wilson. They ain't even really do nothing with Russell. Like he was just kind of there. He was good, but he wasn't.
Wait. So what would you call Dak when we had Ezekiel Elliott?
I would say he was a game manager. I don't even count those losses against that.
Wait. Stop talking real quick. Russ's best year was when he didn't win the Super Bowl because he was a game manager when he won. When Dak was so-called the best in his career, he was the better than when he finished second in MVP, but he was a game manager. Make it make sense.
Y'all rotted my brain.
No, that's true. You got me there. I can't.
So you don't know what you're talking about. Cool. Good talk.
No,
so who was your team?
No, wait. Who
was your team?
There's still validity. There's still validity.
No, I just debunked you, gang.
There's validity in that. Though. You can't act like
debunked the mess out of you. You said you don't even know what you're talking about no more.
I said you got that point, but my point still stands.
That's the whole point I've been trying to make.
I'm saying you can't act like Tom Brady's best year was his perfect season when his best year would be any of the rings he won, though. That season is
wait. So Tom Brady's best year, the year he went undefeated and only lost in the Super Bowl, wasn't better than the year Tom Brady beat the Rams 13-3.
You said what?
The year Tom Brady went undefeated wasn't better than the year that he beat the Rams 13-3.
No, I'm saying he is better than that, but that's not his best year. Totally, it isn't. It is better than when he beat the Rams for a Super Bowl.
So his best year wasn't. So if you had to rank years, his better years. If you had to rank the year he went undefeated versus the year he beat,
that year was better than him.
The Patriots. The year the Patriots beat the Rams 13-3.
That's better than that. That's better than that year.
What?
That's better than that.
I don't even want to talk about quarterbacks no more, bro.
He wasn't even all pro.
No,
anyway.
I just said
he was.
The year he beat the Rams ain't better than the perfect season. But one of those rings where he three-peated is better than that year.
So you just
Shane, hold on.
It's case by case.
Shane, a 43-year-old Tom Brady is better than prime Tom Brady when he won.
No.
He won the Super Bowl though.
That also is in the tier with the Rams. He wasn't the best player.
You say he wasn't?
No, not on the Buccaneers team.
No, what about the year he beat the Rams?
Hold on, what the fuck? Hold the fuck up.
Was the year
who was the best player on the Buccaneers team?
The defense.
I mean,
it wasn't.
Every
the
team
defense was the best player. 11 people was the best player.
The defense was the reason.
What about Peyton Manning on the Broncos? That's the same shit.
No.
His defense wasn't the best on the team.
Oh, you a clown.
Bro. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about 2013.
Eagles, like even though Saquon went off, like the Eagles defense went crazy last year. But like
the Eagles was a bigger reason for the Eagles winning the Super Bowl than Saquon.
The Eagles was a bigger reason than the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
The Eagles defense was a bigger.
You can't make this shit up, bro.
Yeah, we can move past this.
You said the Eagles.
No, fuck that.
Tyson, don't move faster, bro. This shit good content, nigga.
You saying the Eagles defense? You said the
Eagles. We not brain right.
No more. We are in the next convo. We in the next topic already.
Yo, me, Tyson, this is the next topic because the Eagles have more to do to the Eagles winning the Super Bowl than Saquon.
They nitpick it, but the Eagles defense is more of a reason for them winning than Saquon, though. Saquon didn't even have a good Super Bowl game. The Eagles defense.
No, the Eagles defense was more equal to them winning than Saquon.
Yes.
But Saquon carried them the whole year. You saying they more important off
Same old. I ain't gonna lie. Only for Shane, only one game matter, fool. It's just the Super Bowl.
I'm saying for if you in the Super, I'm not even saying it's just the Super Bowl, but the Eagles defense was like keeping them stable. Now Saquon was carrying. Saquon could have won MVP, but
could have won MVP, but he wasn't the reason.
He was not the main reason the Eagles were beaten. He was not the main reason the Eagles were like the best team in the league. They could have won. The Eagles could have won with a worse running back.
Such as, can I get any names? Any takers?
They could have won with Jameer. They could have won with.
They would have won the Super Bowl with Jameer Gibbs.
Yes, they could have won with Bijan. They could have won with a lot of people. They have the best O-line in the league.
Highly talented running back.
They have the best O-line in the
You
league.
should name some cold. Running back.
Okay, they
And
could.
it's still not true.
Wait, they couldn't have won a Super Bowl with Bijan.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Jameer is a dog. Jameer is amazing, bro. Don't get it twisted. But they're not even in the same category.
I know Saquon the best running back in the league.
But let's talk
Jameer
about
has an equivalent offensive line, so you don't get the best O-line excuse.
They're not equal.
The Philly O-line ain't equal to the Detroit offensive line.
No, I watched both teams. The Eagles had better tackles than we did. They had better guards than we did. Now we had a better center than they did.
What tackle did y'all have that was better than Penei Sewell? That they had better than Penei Sewell? Lane Johnson.
I said both their tackles better than both of ours. Like both of their tackles together is better than both of ours. Penei is the best.
We gonna go position by position.
Okay,
why are you grouping people? Two tackles don't block the same person.
No, Penei is the best. I would say he is the best left tackle in the
league. And Ragnar was better than they center.
Yeah, he was. Every other position, they beat us.
There's only 5 on there. That's 3-2. That's comparable. You acting like it's a wash game.
No, it ain't just a wash, but I'm saying
you just said it wasn't close. I said y'all was almost equivalent.
My bad. They had the best O-line in the league. By far.
So did y'all have a top 3?
Yeah.
So what are you arguing?
I'm saying they had guys.
I'm still stuck on this. Their
defense.
That's what I'm trying to get at, Dylan, because he said everybody can lead the Eagles like Saquon did.
I'm not.
This nigga had 78% of their total rushing yards, nigga. 78%. What are you wanting, bro?
No, Dylan, I'm not saying Saquon not amazing. Saquon great. I'm just saying the Eagles' defense is what really separated them.
That's two
different things, though.
In the Super Bowl, that the Eagles defense did perform well because
they did.
They performed the best.
That's why I was talking. That's why I think when Shane was talking about could another running back come on the Eagles and win that game the same way Saquon did.
He said we were talking about getting them there though, Tyson.
Okay, so getting them there is different though. I thought you were talking about just the Super Bowl.
There's not a single
running back in the NFL
in the league that could have dealt with Saquon did last year.
Y'all act like I'm saying another running back could have broke the rushing record.
I said get them there.
I'm saying they could have won though, bro. They definitely could have won. All they needed to
they wouldn't have made it to the Super Bowl. Maybe
it ain't about all the way. Who they had to beat to get the Super Bowl? All they had to beat was the Redskins. They would have won.
They beat Green Bay too,
bro.
They wouldn't have beat Green Bay without Saquon Barkley.
Took them to the last possession,
and the Rams almost beat them.
Yep.
Y'all talk about the regular season. They played. They got a first. No, we had the first round bye.
They played.
They did play the
Green Bay, the Rams, and the Commanders. The only team they beat it without Saquon Barkley was Washington because they flushed
that game. Saquon carried it against the Packers.
Yes,
I ain't see you. So
Saquon carried.
Wait. Oh, he debunked his own thing. We ain't got to talk to Cutting no more. He said he didn't even watch the game, so he don't even know what he's talking about anyway. Yeah, no need to talk to him. What's the next hot take, Cut?
Bo Nix gonna be top 13 next year. Nah, I'm playing, but he gonna make a big jump.
That shit.
I think Drake May gonna make a bigger jump than dude.
This nigga fucking rage, baby, bro.
Who?
Drake May?
I ain't gonna lie. Just get. I was very low.
Edit that out though, because that shit.
I don't even like Bo Nix, but seeing, bro, that.
What's wrong with Drake May?
What's right with Drake May?
I mean, he got room to improve, but dude got a strong.
I don't think that he could go top 13, but I think he'll be a damn good quarterback.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of people you got to beat to be top 13. Like, he got to be better than the whole top 10 than people like Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, Kyler Murray.
He'll be better than Kyler Murray next year.
He gonna be Kyler Murray.
He ain't better than him now.
Kyler Murray top 15.
Who are we talking about?
I didn't know Kyler
Bo
Murray.
Nix is better than Kyler Murray.
No, Kyler Murray top 15 right now.
I didn't know Kyler Murray
was three better quarterbacks than Kyler Murray.
I can name 5 quarterbacks right now. I go right now. Go right now.
Go. Give me some.
Everybody in the top 10.
Okay.
Jordan Love.
Okay.
Bo Nix.
No, not include. Wait, not
Sam
include-
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
No, he not better than Kyler Murray.
So
That's
Sam
disrespectful.
Darnold
Man.
and
That's
Bo Nix better
disrespectul.
than Kyler
Sam
Murray.
Darnold, J-Mo, Sam Darnold like a
Did
Ryan
Sam Darnold not just win 13 games?
And what did he
Kyler
do?
Murray ain't never won 13
He
games.
got flushed in the first game of the
I don't
playoffs.
even
It doesn't matter.
Dylan, what did Sam Darnold do from week
Kyler Murray
17
ain't had no
to the
squad.
end of the season?
What you mean? He
Once
got
the
them
season-
there.
Once the season, no, he didn't. Once the season got tight, he fell off bad. Once the pressure got on him bad, he fell off.
Tell me when Kyler Murray get
What
that
did
nigga
Kyler
win.
Murray do?
Kyler Murray hasn't had a team as good as the Vikings.
What did
I was
Kyler
gonna say,
Murray do
Kyler
with
Murray
Justin
had a-
Jefferson?
The Vikings had a top defense in the league.
But where he play with Justin
All right, so what
Jefferson?
about Bo
He
Nix?
got Marvin
Let's
Harrison.
talk about Bo Nix. What about
Generational,
Bo
right?
Nix?
Marvin
Generational,
Harrison
right?
is a rookie.
The only
Generation,
reason
right?
Bo Nix not better than him
You just compare.
is because he came in 1 year and did it.
You compare Marvin
Yeah,
Harrison
he's not
to
better
Jay
than him.
Jettis?
He had a better year than
Bro,
Kyler last year,
bro,
but he's
any
not
nigga
better
that's-
than Kyler.
Kyler
Yeah.
Murray has had weapons.
But that's a
Wow.
respect thing,
So
bro.
what about Baker not better than Kyler?
Who?
Baker.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I
Baker
think
been in the
Baker's
league a
better
long
than-
time.
Baker, because I didn't put Jared Goff in my touchdown. So Jared Goff, Baker, Mayfield. I put
Yeah.
Bo Nix over him. I
Yeah.
put a Jordan Love over him as well.
Yeah.
That's 4 right there.
I put
Are you
who I
kidding?
put
Bo
was
Nix?
I put Jared. I put Jordan.
Brock
Love,
Purdy?
I put Jordan Love, Baker.
Nah,
Brock Purdy.
Brock
is better
Purdy.
than
Brock
Kyler
Purdy
Murray.
ain't better than Kyler Murray.
Yes, he is.
Come on, bro. He better than Kyler Murray, bro.
Who
Yeah.
said Brock Purdy wasn't better than Kyler Murray?
That's 15.
No, I said I didn't have Bo Nix ahead of him. I had Brock Purdy. Kyler Murray was at my
I ain't even say Bo Nix.
Who did you say?
I said what's his name? I said Herbert. No, I already said Herbert. Baker, nigga, Jordan Love,
Brock
Purdy. I already said Baker, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never mind. Bo was 15. And Kurt too.
Kirk Cobain?
Kirk
Kirk
Cousins.
Cousins?
You
He's
dog.
better than this nigga trolling.
Why he not better than Kyler Murray, bro?
Kirk Cole.
Oh, Kurt
You
not
saw the
better
same
than
Kurt Cobain that played for Atlanta last year?
Kirk did have a horrible year. I don't know how that happened. But I feel like that's more on Atlanta than him.
Fucking Atlanta.
Yeah, I feel like that's more on Atlanta than him. I feel like if you put Kirk on like the Cardinals, he probably gonna play better than Kyler.
If I'm taking out Gino that played against the Rams, he better than Kyler.
I was just for the
No.
say Gino was better than him. I wanted to say
Gino
Gino.
is not better than Kyler Murray.
Wait, so Bo Nix better than Gino?
No. Oh wait, yes.
Put Bo,
Bo Nix is better than Gino. Gino a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, he better than Gino.
Bo Nix better than Gino, bro.
And if Bo Nix better than Gino, because Gino and Kyler around the same. Nah, I'm trolling.
Devin, you think Kyler top 15?
Yeah.
But that's just off of scale.
I think he's either 14 or 15.
That's why I put him. I put him at 15.
I need to see Kyler execute.
Bo Nix tape.
You said what?
I must have not seen it of Bo Nix tape because I don't know how
Top
he over Kyler Murray.
Tyson, the reason Bo Nix over Kyler is because he took the Broncos to the playoffs.
Tyson. The Broncos lost their best receiver, right? They lost their receiver. Bo Nix wasn't supposed to do nothing that last year. Bro, let me tell you, he had almost 3,800 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 12 picks.
And he didn't even start week 1 either. He didn't start week 1.
Wait, you said
Nah,
they
he
lost
started
their
week
best
one.
what? They lost their
I
best
thought
what?
I thought Jerry Stidham
best
started week 1 for them.
He might have. Hold on.
Wait,
Bo
J-Mo,
Nix
you
did
said
not
they lost
start
their
How many
best wide
games did he
receiver?
start?
Let me see. Hold on.
J-Mo, did you say they lost their best wide receiver?
Yeah.
And their receiver core was still better than the
They still had their best wide receiver.
Who?
Cortland Sutton was better than Jerry Judy.
No.
Did Cortland Sutton not get hurt?
No.
Nah, he played.
What
the
am I
whole
thinking with? What am I thinking with?
Jerry Judy last year was better than Cortland Sutton.
Still better than Cortland Sutton.
Not
but
when they put on the
going
Broncos.
into that year in that
Yeah,
Broncos
I feel
system,
like-
he was better.
Hey,
He got some loose
Dill,
scenery
he
in
played
both
week
games.
1.
He did play week 1, I thought.
He played week 1.
Kyler Murray probably like 16.
Wait, so he
No,
better
he
than
top 15, not crazy.
so Kyler Murray. Hold on, let me see something. Just want to make sure I'm not tripping.
He dynamic though. He excited. He is. No, I'm dead ass. I'm not trolling.
I'm surprised y'all ain't saying Sam Darnold over Kyler. That's crazy.
Sam Darnold.
That was
He's
my
in the
first.
league.
That was my first name.
Sam Darnold, a bottom 10 quarterback.
My nigga,
He's
you
a bottom
dumb,
10?
My nigga, you
Yes.
sleep.
Sam
he's
Darnold,
better than Kyler,
bro. This year for
Oh, I thought you were saying bottom of the top 10. Okay.
No, Sam Darnold is a bottom, like he's 20 to 30.
You realize he was in talks with Jared Goff the whole year, right?
Because of Justin Jefferson.
That's a lot of hypocritical stuff being said, bro.
I'm like,
So wait, hold on. So Sam Darnold bottom 10, but Bo Nix top 15 and Kyler not.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all not making it make sense.
I'm not. Hey,
who is
I'm not fighting.
He ain't arguing on your side, so we hurting your argument.
I'm not fighting Kyler Murray being top 15.
No, I'm arguing my side, nigga.
Sam Darnold not that good, bro. He's not.
Nigga, a quarterback
Demar,
that's not
Demar.
that good doesn't win 13 games,
Listen.
bro.
Dylan, yes they do. Sam Darnold just did.
You gotta put some context.
Yes they do.
Demar, you gotta put some context into this. Every
So
player,
Jared Goff,
Jared
Goff ain't top 10 either.
Jared Goff, Shane doesn't like that player. He said the same thing about Kirk Cousins. He was like, bro, Kirk Cousins is terrible when he was in talks about Jared Goff.
But now Kirk Cousins
Every time somebody's in talks with Jared Goff, Shane hates on them, bro.
No, it ain't, bro. It ain't about, bro. We can take Jared Goff out of it,
bro. Before I say anything about Geno, and I was like, Geno better than Jared Goff. That's the only time Shane started hating on Geno.
Geno,
wait. If Sam Darnold bottom 10, where is Geno?
Bottom 10. Geno like a good quarterback all of a sudden?
So you think Tua better than Geno?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. He's not top 15. Tua a better quarterback than Kyler Murray. I'm sure. It wasn't
even gonna say
it wasn't
Tua.
because of
I'm
no
not a
names
Tua
y'all
fan.
said. But
I didn't want to say Tua.
Wait, hold up.
Bo
Bo
Nix
Nix
not
better than Tua?
Bo Nix not better than Tua.
Nah, you right. He's not.
Yes.
He's
Bo
not.
Nix not better than Tua.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
Oh my god.
Tua just be getting hurt.
Bro, y'all niggas sleep, bro.
Is that not important?
Bro, what?
Y'all so sleep. Y'all sleep.
Bo Nix
Y'all
better
sleep.
than Tua?
Bo
Yes.
Nix not better than Tua
Yes.
off of 1 year.
Yes.
Wait. Shane.
Why is Jaden Daniels in the top 10? Why is Jaden Daniels in anybody's
Shane.
top
No, I'm
10?
saying no,
Shane.
JMO, you could be better than somebody off of 1 year. Like Bo Nix better than Geno off of 1 year, but he not better than Tua off of 1 year.
What the fuck has Tua done?
Better is Bo Nix than Geno.
What the fuck has Tua done?
I feel like DJ, I'm gonna give Bo Nix the edge over
What is
Geno.
Bo Nix done?
Bo Nix, he made the
Nix
playoffs.
took shit monster to the playoffs his first season.
First
He was
season.
taking team to the playoffs too.
DJ, he younger, but Geno not. Like DJ, they are close,
Demar,
but Bo Nix younger than him, so Geno has the advantage.
Demar, what were people saying about the Broncos before the season started? Like they was one of the worst teams in the league, right?
They were.
And they made it. Like he led them to the playoffs.
That's why Bo Nix better than Geno.
Nigga,
And that's also why he's better than Kyler.
Okay,
That's why he's better than
this
Tua.
is what I will say. This is what
Geno
I will
ain't in that conversation.
say. J-Mo, can you at least give me this? Can you see where I'm coming from? Saying the fact that it's not like he was going out there and beating people off air shows like he did not have one of the best defenses in the league. We already knew that they was going to have one of the best defenses. They just needed a quarterback that did not turn over the ball and could convert some hard third downs every once in a while and score a couple touchdowns a game. Because they was going to have a top 5 defense regardless. The Broncos consistently put out great defenses, bro. Is that? Can you see where I'm coming from when I'm coming from that angle?
You saying he's a game manager, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. He's a
No,
good
I
game
know.
manager.
I'm not even trying to do that anyway. Because most quarterbacks
Is he not a game manager?
Rookie.
He
He is. But I'm saying, do you see why I'm saying that he might not be top 15 to me if you seeing how I view him? I just need a man to understand me. You ain't even gotta agree with me.
Top 15?
Huh?
I feel like top 15 is a little early.
So you don't think he's top 15 either, Tyson?
You saying Bo Nix top 15?
I don't.
Okay,
No, I
cool.
don't think he's top 15.
Cool.
Wait, you don't think Bo Nix top 15?
No, even though JMO did come up with a great point. I did not know that about Bo Nix.
I can see Bo Nix being top
I still
15.
don't think he's
Hey,
top
Bo
15.
Nix is the same nigga that went into Kansas City in the regular season and took Mahomes down to the wire, gang.
Exactly.
He ain't take Mahomes down to the wire. He didn't take Mahomes down to the wire. He took the Chiefs defense to the wire. And Mahomes couldn't convert on the cold Minnesota Vikings defense. Why are we always acting like quarterbacks playing against quarterbacks and they don't? They don't.
That's what you be acting like.
Shane, how do you win a football game?
You have to play against the defense. You have to outplay the defense.
You win a football game by scoring points
and stopping people from scoring points.
How do you score points? You move the ball on offense. That's all I'm saying.
Demar, hear me out though.
Bo Nix better than.
Is Jaden Daniels? Are we saying Jaden Daniels a game manager?
No.
Why? But majority of Jaden Daniels' completions are in the shorter yardage, right?
Oh no, we ain't, bro. Look at how we play.
100%.
Look at how we play.
If we say,
nigga, that shit is true.
Hold on, I'm not saying. I'm like one of Jaden Daniels' best thing is his deep ball, but he still like has a lot of completions.
Bro,
like, in the lower
every
part.
quarterback, most of their completions is short.
Holla at me, Mo. Holla at me. I'm
So
listening.
the thing I'm saying, like you can call somebody who likes to feed check downs down the field a game manager, right?
Not necessarily.
No, that's how quarterbacks play. It ain't Madden.
Not necessarily, Mo.
But all right, hold on. Let me show you.
Every quarterback
depends on what the defense is
do a lot of short to intermediate.
Every quarterback throw more short yardage than long.
You said what, Tyson?
Checkdowns are all about what the defense is giving you and if you're a patient quarterback or not. Like
that's
it depends on the game plan.
He's not a game manager though.
He's not. Just look at how we play.
Oh, Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels is a playmaker.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Jaden Daniels like a Lamar kind of.
Hey, hear this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Me, Dad.
All right. So Jaden Daniels had 13. He had 23 completions in this one game, right? 13 of them completions have been less than 3 yards, like passing. Like he didn't throw them past 3 yards. Is that not
coming from a fan?
Wait, why are you telling me this?
I'm saying, are we not saying that's managing the game, throwing short passes?
Every quarterback gotta manage the
game. Number one. Now, J-Mo, you have to answer this also. What week was that?
It was in the beginning of the season, like early in the season.
Okay, number
That's
one.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The playbook wasn't open yet. He was a game manager.
Jaden Daniels was checking the ball down the whole season because our offensive line is shit. Our offensive line was ass. Cliff Kingsbury.
What's the Broncos? They shit.
That's what J-Mo. This is what I'm getting at.
Okay. All right.
Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels were in similar situations. They walked into poverty franchises with a new coaching staff who they expected them to rebuild the franchise. They are the franchise. When Jaden Daniels first got in the first game versus Tampa Bay, Jaden Daniels ran the ball 17 motherfucking times as a quarterback. As the season went along, our playbook opened up. Yes, he pushed the ball down the field because he got more comfortable throwing the ball. But the first 11 weeks of the season, that shit was straight screens and checkdowns because Cliff Kingsbury knew the O-line wasn't going to hold up for a rookie quarterback to sit back in the pocket and stand pretty, get the fucking ball out. And we were winning games with fast-paced tempo offense the same way the Broncos did, and they was walking shit down, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
This was my point. Y'all were diminishing Bo Nix because his defense was better than his offense. And they was like
diminishing him. All I said he won top 15.
And I can understand Bo Nix.
That's a reasonable statement that's not crazy. Why are we acting like that this nigga is a comfortable top 15 nigga?
He's not.
Besides the top 13 quarterbacks in the NFL, everything is fucking wonky after that.
It really goes by preference at that point.
Like, why are we acting like that shit fucking crazy? Because I know one thing. If I gave all the motherfuckers the same damn team, the nigga that's going to put in the most work out of all them niggas is probably going to be Kyler because he's the most dynamic all of them. Now, if I gave all of them niggas weapons, the one that's going to do the most work is probably Tua.
Out of who?
Out of anybody that's in that, like, 14 to, like, 18.
Did Kyler not have better weapons than Bo Nix this year?
Kyler weapons were horrible last year.
Yeah,
Bro, this nigga has Marvin
Harrison was the only one there, and Marvin Harrison was not putting in work like that.
Wasn't.
Because he can't get the ball.
His best target was Trey McBride, gang.
Dylan, can you name one Cardinals O-lineman? Okay, then. That's why. They can't get the ball out.
I think his best receiver was Trey McBride, and he ain't scored no touchdown.
He had
Trey
a
McBride was a 1,000-yard receiver.
He ran
Bro,
He had a rookie offensive. He had a rookie offensive tackle with Paris Johnson Jr. Bro, what are we talking about?
Paris Johnson.
Why are
tough
you
though.
acting like? Why? I know he. But I'm saying he's still a rookie. Why we acting like? Why we acting like Kyler still out there playing with D-Hop in his prime, bro? He playing with scrubs, gang.
He is. He ain't got no running back.
Jaden Daniels was playing with scrubs too.
They're not in the same caliber of player.
I said besides Terry McLaurin, the rest are nobodies.
That's a big deal. That's a 1,000-yard receiver, gang.
I ain't gonna lie. Both y'all running backs better than the Cardinals running backs. Y'all receiving core better than they receiving.
Eckler better than who?
Eckler not better than
Eckler and Brian Robinson are both better than
James. Hold on, shut the fuck up. You telling me Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler are better than fucking James Conner, whoever they fucking running back is?
They're not better than him.
You see how you say whoever they running back is because they don't have
our run game is terrible.
I get that because y'all O-line is terrible. Y'all run game gonna be bad. But Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson is better than James Conner by himself. It just is. That's just the fact.
I bet you this nigga James Conner had more touchdowns than both of these.
It don't matter how many touchdowns he had. He's not better than both of them.
He didn't. Brian Robinson had the same amount of touchdowns because they both had 8.
B-Rob had 8 touchdowns?
He a bowling ball. They just throw him in the red zone.
Who a good running back? Who a good running back?
The Seahawks got but the Seahawks actually have a good running back core. But
wait, what y'all saying?
That nigga a dog.
Wait, what was y'all saying?
I said the Commanders running back core is better than the Card. Like y'all team is just better than their team whole, like all around.
On me, let's go roster for roster.
Dylan, y'all are winning. It's a reason y'all beat us.
Our shit was ass.
Dylan,
our roster was shit. Like
Dylan, y'all had Terry McLaurin, a top receiver. He at least top 15.
Gang, our O-line was shit.
He more than top 15.
I don't know if Terry McLaurin like top 10. He might be
shit. Our O-line was shit. We didn't have no fucking pass rush. Dante Fowler was our sack leader. Dante Fowler was our sack leader.
Who was the Cardinals' best defensive guy?
I don't fucking know. I don't
Exactly. It wasn't anybody.
Okay, but you can go ask a random nigga on the street who the Commander sack leader. I bet you they couldn't tell you either.
Yeah,
the thing is, didn't Dante Fowler? He had more than 6.5 sacks. I know that.
He had 10.5.
And you know how many the Cardinals sack leader had, gang? 4.5 sacks.
They one of the worst teams in the league. They literally bottom 3.
I'm just using that to the point because you just shooting yourself in the foot talking about that
coaching.
roster.
That's not player. That's coaching.
Y'all had a DB on y'all team that was better than every single
coaching.
player.
That's not
Dante Fowler's a good edge rusher. You acting like dude trash.
Rushing the passer is not coaching.
Game.
It's not.
It should have never been coaching.
So coming from a Cowboys fan who Dan Quinn was once y'all's OC, y'all's DC. When y'all got Dan Quinn in Dallas, y'all's defensive sack numbers didn't go up.
They did, but look at who they had to block.
They had to block everyone.
Okay, but Dan Quinn don't scheme up his defensive players.
He do, but y'all didn't have nobody of that comparability to block. Y'all didn't have number 11.
Point exactly. So we don't even have that.
Dylan, I can debunk your whole argument.
Saying is the fact that what was you saying?
Nigga, as a Lions fan, I watched our defense go from ass to good because of Aiden Hutchinson, bruh. One player make a difference. If you
don't have a dominant pass rusher,
y'all got more than just Aiden Hutchinson, bro.
But no, J-Mo, I'm saying
when you Cardinals.
I'm saying, J-Mo, you have a player like J-Mo.
We don't have an edge that's gonna go out there, motherfucker. Every game is gonna be a problem.
J-Mo,
we don't have
Fowler been a problem for the last 3 years.
The nigga was a third down.
That's a pass rusher.
That's what I'm saying. They were scheming him into the game. He
been making plays. He been a good pass rusher.
I could understand if we had a nigga like Aiden Hutchinson or a nigga like Miles
And
Garrett
Dylan, I said that to say, I said that
or
to
a nigga
say,
like Michael Parsons. We don't have that, nigga. It was pass rush by committee, nigga.
Rushing the passer is not coaching; it's personnel. Okay. If you have good players, you're gonna get to the quarterback no matter who. Aaron Glenn was finna get fired. Aiden Hutchinson made him a good defensive coordinator. People act like Aaron Glenn was like some defensive mastermind. He was not. We drafted good players. Of course, you're going to be locking people up. You got Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, Aiden Hutchinson. You got all these dudes. Of course, you're going to look better on defense. It ain't you. It's never the coordinator. Now, the coordinator can make a bad defense good. It ain't going to make a good defense bad.
We didn't have a good defense. Our
defense was sustained. It was better than the Cardinals.
Our DB room was ass.
It was weak.
Our DB room was ass. Our linebacker room
better than the Cardinals.
Our linebacker room was only good because we picked up Louvu and Wagner in free agency. Before the niggas got there, we was shit. Our defense was ass. Our D line was theirs.
Dylan, who was the Cardinals' best top 3 defensive players?
I don't know. Zach Collins. Zach Collins a dog. Zach Collins a dog.
You mean Zayvon Collins?
Yeah, that nigga a dog.
No, he's not, bro.
And he's not. He was drafted high though. He was drafted high.
He is not a dog game.
Dylan, I know y'all top 3 defensive players. I wasn't gonna say Dante Fowler, but fucking don't y'all still got old boy, the little edge rusher, the outside linebacker. Like Marshawn Lattimore better than any player on.
We didn't get that nigga till week 12 or like week 10, week 8.
Still picking up.
It was more than halfway through the season.
Still
y'all defense was getting.
He played hurt the whole season.
Anyways,
he played hurt the whole season.
You still playing?
Y'all was getting y'all ass busted before y'all got him. Y'all just stopped getting it busted as much when y'all got him.
And Dylan, how was y'all beating so many people with such a bad roster?
They wasn't playing.
This guy.
They didn't play.
No, DJ. I'm saying once they got to the playoffs, how was they beating playoff teams?
This guy right here
with such a bad roster.
This guy right here.
They beat the Buccaneers because of bad coaching, and then they beat y'all. Y'all was just bullshit.
That was bad coaching as well. So everybody just
had me so
they lost 2 games because they got out coached, not necessarily because anybody got outplayed.
So they just got lucky.
What?
I'm not saying lucky. I said they got out coached.
How was coaching? Look.
That's why I said I didn't say they got lucky.
I'm saying the Commanders have a good team, bro.
Okay, but Shane.
But like this year, that year that they had last year, Shane. If let's say hypothetically in a perfect world, the whole NFC East is healthy, they're not.
No, they're not making the playoffs.
I'm not saying they're not making the playoffs. I'm saying
they're not making the playoffs.
That same dominance.
Who, the Commanders?
They're not making the playoffs.
Dominance.
They're not making it next year.
I'm not saying that. I don't know about all that.
If every team is healthy, the Cowboys are a better team than them.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that we won't get in over them. I would bet money that we would. I'm saying that they're still wild card spots.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. It's 7 teams that can make it, right?
Yeah.
The Lions, Vikings gonna be straight with JJ.
The Lions, Vikings, Packers, Cowboys, Eagles, Buccaneers. Oh, damn, it is one more team. Well, no, it's 2 more division winners. The Buccaneers.
The Vikings make it before.
Vikings ain't making the playoffs.
I'm talking about last year.
It depends how good JJ McCarthy is.
And who was the? Oh wait, is it only 3 divisions per?
It's 4.
It's 4.
Who's the one division? Not the Rams, right?
Rams. I say Rams.
They wouldn't have made it. They would not have made it.
They probably wouldn't have last year.
They would have most likely had 2 losses versus Dallas that was wins. Like Dak Prescott done lost to the Commanders one time in his whole career.
Yeah,
that changes everything.
And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not even gonna sit there and say that they not going. I'm just not gonna go as far to say they not gonna make the playoffs because I don't want to make it sound like I'm hating. I'm just sitting there.
Hating, that's the truth.
I'm just sitting there saying you asked how they. To his point, their roster was not that good. Was it better than the Cardinals roster by far? But to sit there and say that they won the games due to luck, that's not fair because they won those games off simply. They didn't even get out coached. They won that game simply off people doing dumb stuff. Todd Bowles did something extremely stupid in the 4th quarter in the pivotal crunch time
versus the Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks blew that game. That was the Bucks.
Yeah,
game.
they did. They blew that shit.
And then the same thing. And
Detroit, we just walked in that bitch and gave that bitch ass the belt. That's what happened. They came in that home and thought she was sweet. They got their ass walked down in Ford Field. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Jared Goff thought he was hot shit.
Detroit just got an idiot.
Frankie Louvu knocked that nigga 10 strap off his fucking head. That's what happened.
Detroit just got a dude that's too confident.
They had Ben Johnson running flea flickers on fourth
He
down.
too confident.
I'm saying,
You said Ben Johnson? Okay.
It's Dan Campbell fault for not vetoing the shit, but if a nigga keep doing some shit and you trust him to a point where you trust him, then hey, you trust him.
I feel like Dan Campbell not as much of an X and O's guy. I feel like he a Mike
Vrabel. He a gut feeling kind of dude. That's why your players coach.
He's a culture nigga, bro.
But yeah.
That's my boy Mike Vrabel.
Mike
Vrabel ain't throwing no flea flicker on the fourth down.
No, I'm saying him and Dan Campbell both are just they manage the egos of the team. They ain't really drawing up the plays for real.
He don't know shit about football. They just played the game.
Football. It's just not.
They just played the game, so they be coaching that bitch.
I feel like getting the players to be on the same page is a lot to do with it.
Who y'all think? Oh, yeah.
You said what, Mo?
I was about to say, who y'all think, like, besides like the top people like Andy Reid and stuff like that, like who y'all think like one of the best coaches in the league?
Sean McVay.
I ain't gonna lie, in my opinion,
because I feel like
Shanahan, bro.
Shanahan.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Shanahan. Yeah,
Shanahan a good coach, but
that nigga is a underperformer. Gang, come on,
but he's still a good coach.
Yeah, he had.
Like we all know, like
2 seasons in a row, and they won a Super Bowl.
Big Red, the best coach in the league by far. In my
it's not even close.
Him and Spags together is them niggas back. Them niggas different.
Do y'all think Kevin O'Connell like a top?
No,
top coach.
No, he
what?
Top play caller, yeah, not head coach. Though.
He one of the best defensive coaches in the league, though.
I think Todd Bowles a good coach. I wouldn't call him great.
He was great. He was
great
a really
defensive coach again.
Until he blew that
great
game.
Play call on the defensive side of the ball.
The Matt LaFleur a good coach.
Yeah,
great offensive mind.
So y'all think it's more like more good coaches than like bad coaches in the league?
No.
Yeah, no. Bad coaches get fired.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of bad coaches.
In my opinion,
like who?
The Giants coach.
Brian Dable a bad coach.
He's old.
Who else?
But he's also been dealt a bad foot.
Like, who's the Bears coach right now?
He did.
Mike Tomlin is a coach.
Mike McCarthy.
He got fired. The Bears coach.
Ben Johnson is the Bears coach.
Oh, he showed. Whoever was the Bears coach before now, he was ass.
He got fired.
He's out of there.
That nigga was ass.
Wait,
Ben Johnson ain't coached the game. Ben Johnson ain't
coached. Your boy Rivera was terrible.
Rivera been ass since he
Indianapolis head coach.
He been ass since he left Carolina.
Frank Wright.
Yeah, ass.
Eberflus ass too. Add him to the.
He's a
who the Falcons head coach?
Yeah, he bad. He bad.
Ass. That's 5 ass motherfuckers right there. Who the Panthers head coach?
Yeah, he bad.
That Jason Taylor.
He not bad.
Dennis Allen.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Saint. He got fired.
Is Kevin Stefanski still the coach of the Browns?
He's not a bad coach.
No. Wait,
he's not a bad coach. He's not a bad coach.
No, D'Amico good. Who the Titans head coach?
Yeah, he.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. No, he ain't gonna get no disrespect from me. He's not that bad. Who the Jags head coach?
They just fired
Cohen.
It's Liam Cohen now, but they just fired David Peterson.
He ain't coached the game yet. So Doug Peterson, ass.
Yeah.
He my nigga T-Law no joke.
Hey, the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor overrated.
No, Zach Taylor is a bad coach.
Oh, ass. Who else? Who the Jets head coach?
Yeah, he bad.
Aaron Glenn.
Who?
Aaron Glenn.
Oh yeah, they just got Aaron Glenn, but
he ain't coached the game yet. Who was it before Aaron Glenn?
They finna be bad.
The ball head bandit.
Yeah, ass. That's it. That's a lot of ass niggas though. That's like 10.
What about Mike McDaniel from the Dolphins?
Nah, he not ass. He a good coach. Like on some real shit. You don't mess with him?
Who, me?
No, I mess with Devin.
I think he's a good play caller, but like leading the team, no.
Okay. But I feel like if you good at one thing, I can give it to you.
Every coach got their Achilles heel.
Like,
besides Andy Reid.
His is glaring though. His team quit on him last year, bro.
I would have quit on them too. They knew they wasn't winning. But yeah.
But you get a guy like Brian Schottenheimer in your locker room, folks want to run through a brick wall.
Who?
Brian Schottenheimer.
Who?
Shotty too hot. You heard me, bro.
Who?
Anyways,
Hey,
he's gonna be
Hey,
lighter
Mike
than
McDonald is a
Dan
great
Quinn this
coach.
year.
that pretty much wraps up this episode.
You said Scotty Too Hottie from WWE, y'all head coach?
Appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll holler at y'all next
Hey,
time.
next episode we talking about John Cena.
That shit tough.
Bro,